Alright, man, I'm going to try this one more time, and one more time only. Because getting the camera right, getting the audio right, everything, my god. Anyways, I'm doing a Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile, so I normally don't do these, but I decided to give it another shot because these are actually pretty fun. Today, I'm doing Blue-Eyes / Tenpai. I've seen a few people do this. This is my own kind of version of it, which I've taken to locals a few times and just kind of screwed around with it. It's been pretty good, but I don't really play it too often, but I think I might start playing it more often. It's actually a pretty fun deck. Now this one is featuring Dragon Master Magia, or Magia, whatever it is, but it's a Korean version because when I did get it, the card wasn't even like reprinted yet, so it's still at $1,000. And even now it's at like 50-60 bucks. So until it does drop in price again, we're sticking with the Korean version. Anyways, let's get right into it. So first of all, we're going to play Magician's Souls at 1. So this is actually really good because what it does, it's link material because it's a spellcaster and you can link it off for Spirit with Eyes of Blue. Also what it does on its own effect is going to search out Illusion of Chaos. And this is going to be the Ritual Chaos monster for Magia summon. So these two on their effects, if you start off with either or, can search each other out and then dump out Illusion of Chaos. Also, if you have any like dead spell or trap cards in your hand, on turn 1, on special summoning of Magician's Souls, you can also dump those to the grave to draw, so that actually works very well in this deck. So 3 Magician's Souls, 2 Illusion of Chaos. Put those to the side. We play Blue-Eyes White Dragon at 3 in this. Now the reason is because you can use Blue-Eyes Ultimate Dragon, but you can also use 3 Blue-Eyes White Dragons as material for Magia. So playing 3, it's very easy to get them in hand, in grave, on field, whatever it is. Very easy. I know a lot of Blue Eyes decks now play at 2. At 3 is very, very powerful in this deck, especially as a substitute for Magia. So 3 Blue Eyes. We also play Sage with Eyes of Blue at 3. I know a lot of people don't really use the secondary effect of this card. So basically the first effect is you're going to add level 1 Light Tuner. It's most likely going to be Maiden of White, but if you already have Maiden of White, we run Effect Veiler in this, so you can also use to get Effect Veiler. Then with its secondary effect, if you have one in hand, and you can even use if you have another Sage with Eyes of Blue on the field because it's an effect monster, so you send this from hand, you send this from field, and then you can special summon the Blue Eyes. So Sage with Eyes of Blue at 3, and then Maiden of White at 3. Very powerful to place True Light, very powerful to Synchro Summon or use as material. Next we are moving on to the Tenpai portion. Before we get into that, we play Dora Dora. Now this is actually very good for your Tenpai because you can also add a level 4 level Fire Dragon monster from deck to hand. The secondary effect don't really worry about, but mainly it's for the first effect. And it's also used as material for Spirit of Eyes of Blue as well. So in case you already got into your Tenpai stuff and you have this card in hand, you know you don't need it to search anymore. If you have a normal summon, you can normal summon and then link off into Spirit Eyes of Blue. And let's see, getting into the Tenpai, we play Pydra at 3 to search. We play Genroku at 2 for Synchro, or also to pretty much search out another Fire Dragon. Fadra to special summon from Grave at 1. And Chandra at 1 for synchroing off. So let us get now into the spells. So this is actually very powerful in this. We're going to be playing Dragon Shrine at 2. This is very powerful for this deck because of its ability to, unfortunately it doesn't mention Blue Eyes, it's not specifically Blue Eyes, so you can't really search it. But what it does do is it dumps a dragon monster from deck to grave. If it's a normal dragon, you can also dump another dragon. So very powerful in getting material into the grave for your Tenpai or even your Blue-Eyes. So we play Dragon Shrine at 2. Wishes for Eyes of Blue at 2. This is actually very powerful, not only to get you into, let's say, your Tyrant Dragon, but this is what gets your Blue-Eyes ultimate equipped to your Blue-Eyes. Then you link off or synchro whatever the Blue-Eyes. Now you have Blue-Eyes Ultimate Dragon, including the Illusion of Chaos in the grave. Everything you need basically to make Magia. So Wishes for Eyes of Blue. Ultimate Fusion for, you guessed it, your fusions. Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragons, we play this at 1. Mausoleum of White, we play at 1. For the Sengen cards, we play Sengen Summoning at 1. Sengen Kaiman at 1. And then also Foolish Burial is a very, very powerful card in this deck to get your material into the grave. Moving on to the traps. True Light at 1 for Maiden to be able to place this. If you don't have Ultimate Fusion or you need Wishes for Eyes of Blue, yada yada, to get your engine going, True Light. Majesty of White Dragons. I like this because Ultimate Fusion is a quick effect. So normally what I like to do too is, just in case somebody kind of has like cards locked and loaded ready to go. So let's say like you play Ultimate Fusion, you already have this, you have your True Light or whatever. So let's say on your opponent's turn, you can even use Ultimate Fusion and then chain it with Majesty, so that the Blue-Eyes White Dragons in your grave you can use to destroy. And then after you've destroyed your opponent's cards, you're going to use Ultimate Fusion to shuffle those back into the deck, then make your Magia. So very, very good. That's actually a very good combo right there. And then Scrap Iron Sacred Statue is very good for Synchro Summoning, because we do play Crimson Dragon in this deck. So that is all of the spells, traps. Moving on to the extra deck. You play Hieratic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres at 1. Very good to get your to either get your Tenpai stuff out, especially during a battle phase. Very good, and then also getting your Blue-Eye stuff. Very good in this deck. Spear with Eyes of Blue, we play 2. Man, I should have drank water. I'm pretty thirsty. Spear with Eyes of Blue, to get your Mausoleum of White. Also, you can tribute this card to special summon the Blue-Eyes, get your Maiden of White, Blue-Eyes combo going, whatever. Blue-Eyes Tyrant Dragon, so you are going to use Mausoleum of White to equip Blue-Eyes with the Blue-Eyes Ultimate. Then you're going to tribute it to summon this. You have that material, and you have a very powerful monster in the form of Blue-Eyes Tyrant Dragon on the field. Blue-Eyes Twin Burst Dragon, this actually helps out a lot, because if you do somehow end up getting, two Blue-Eyes, very easy in this deck to get them on the field. Just in case you're kind of stuck, you can use 2 to make this. So not too bad. You can actually change this card out. Doesn't really matter, but I do like, what you could do with this card. Your Blue-Eyes Ultimate Dragon for your fodder. Now here's the star of the whole show, the Dragon Master Magia. Like I said, this card was like $4. Let's see if we can get like a good shot of it. Whatever. Your Dragon Master Magia, the Korean version. So it's ultra rare. It cost me like $4. I have the effect saved in my notes on my phone, so whenever I do play it, I just pull it out. The only thing is, I don't think I've played this deck at locals. I think it's because of this card, because I don't think they would allow me to play with a Korean card. Whatever. And for why am I blanking? For Tenpai, you play Sengenpai Biden Dragon. Azure-Eyes Silver Dragon is very, very good in this deck, because it allows you, until the next turn, neither player can target dragon monsters you currently control with card effects. Also, they can be destroyed by card effects. Once per turn during your standby phase, you can target one normal monster in your graveyard, special summon it. So, protection, and, if you can get out and until your next standby phase. If your opponent passes, they don't really have anything, they droll you or whatever, skip, you got it. Lightstone Dragon is very good for getting rid of back row, very good. This is my misprinted Blue-Eye Spirit Dragon. Let's see if you guys can kind of see that. Maybe not. But anyways, the top of the you know where the name is, it's like off on the top. If you guys can maybe see that, whatever. Then we play Sengenpai Transcendent Dragon. God, that's a mouthful. Yeah, for, you know, there's a billion Tenpai profiles, so you know. Trident Dragon, same thing. I actually really want to play Tenpai, but first of all, everyone hated Tenpai players, so I didn't want to be ostracized at my locals, you know. I found my people with the sweaty nerds there. I didn't want to not be a sweaty nerd, so... Also, this card was like $200 when Tenpai was like hot and juicy, so that was another reason why I didn't play it. But now that it was at like, I think I bought this for like $7, so not bad. Blue-Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon. You use Blue-Eyes Spirit Dragon to get off of this thing, and then yada yada. And then also Crimson Dragon, very very good in synchro summoning. So you use this to search out the Scrap Iron Statue, Trap, and so on and so forth. So that's very good. So that is the deck. These are the only hand traps that I kind of run in this. You can change these out, but I mean, I feel like they kind of help out. Right now in this format, I feel like Droll, as a Dark World player, I gotta say, I hated this card. I hated this card with a passion. But now, I see the uses. So 3 Droll, in this format, very, very useful. 3 Effect Veiler. It's a very good hand trap, but also it can be used as your additional normal summon, Mausoleum of White. You can add it to hand with a couple of cards in this deck because it's a level 1 spellcaster tuner light monster. So in case you do need a hand trap, in case you do need additional, you know, material, Effect Veiler. And then the cards that I actually pulled, never bought, 3 Molcharmi Foros. Yes, I pulled one. This was the last pack at my locals, and just so happens to be this. This one I got. My cousin and I actually went to the locals. He won. I got, I think, two wins, 1 loss, and then so I got like 4 packs. He got like 10, and then just so happens out of the 4, I pulled this one. Awesome. And then this one was the reprint. One of these are. But yeah. And then 1 Perlia. And just because right now these are what I have, I'm not buying more until they drop. I know they're about like $12, $16 each. But I mean, if I buy like all the Molcharmis, it's gonna at least cost me like $60. And right now, I'm not spending like $60 on Yu-Gi-Oh cards for 1 card, or at least like 3-4 cards for now. But anyways, you get it. So that is the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know what you guys think, or if you haven't tried this deck, I recommend trying it. It's very fun. It's very powerful, but it's also a cool deck. So if you guys have any other suggestions, please let me know. If you guys want to see a few combos in this deck, let me know. I'm more than willing to do that. It's pretty fun. So yeah, we'll see you on the next one, I guess.